What is up, guys? Peyton Snaback here again for yet another DVD and Blu-ray update. I know it's been almost like 3-4 months since I did my last one. No worries, I'm still doing them. Lately, I've just been like moving stuff around, so everything is like so out of order. But I was able to get at least as many as I possibly could done. So work, I'm working a lot now. So it's the other reason why these DVD and Blu-ray updates are just so slow. But as usual, I'm going to talk about the Blu-rays first, and then the DVDs. So the first one here I got, this is one I actually saw in theaters, and I have to say, I really like this one. It's the same, it was the movie Abigail, here on Blu-ray, right here, as you can see. This was directed by, I forgot what they're called, or who they are exactly, but, Radio Silence, I believe, is their names. Radio Silence did, Ready or Not, and of course, they did the new Scream movies, and this is basically like a group of these bad people, and their plan is to kidnap this little girl, and when they do, that's like a big mistake, because you find out right away, that she's like a vampire. And she's like taking the bad guys out one by one. I have to say though, great movie, so well done. The one thing I had a problem with, and it was just one thing, it would have been cooler if if the trailer didn't give away too much. They didn't show the vampire sequence in the trailer, because I think if someone was to watch this without watching the trailer, I think they would be surprised how quickly or immediately this movie turned out to be. But I will say though, other than that though, I loved it. I thought it was amazing. Catherine Newton's in the movie, Melissa Barrera, and the little girl was supposed to be. She also played Matilda in the new Matilda movie, which I'll be talking about later on in this video. But yeah, on this Blu-ray right here, you get deleted and extended scenes, a gag reel, becoming a ballerina vampire, and a commentary. So that is Abigail here on Blu-ray. The next one here I got is another one. This one I saw in theaters. What was funny about this one too, and that was because this was around Super Bowl. I was literally the only person here that saw this movie, and of course, again, it was because of Super Bowl. Another movie I really enjoyed also stars Catherine Newton, Lisa Frankenstein, here on Blu-ray. These movies have been out for a while now, so I'm just way behind. But of course, this was basically, Catherine Newton, and she brings Cole Sprouse's character, who was a dead guy. She brings him back to life, and he's causing havoc in the town along the way, and such a fun, amazing movie. There's a sequence where Catherine Newton's character is singing the song. Her singing in this movie was so amazing. She could actually be a future singer to me, in my opinion. Feature-wise, we got deleted scenes, gag reel, resurrecting the 80s, and more, of course. Yep, that is Lisa Frankenstein on Blu-ray. Right there. The next one here I got, this sequel is not actually bad. I like the first one, though, and I did like this one, too. But it was a See No Evil 2 here on Blu-ray. So I was actually surprised they made a sequel, though. Of course, this movie was directed by Jen and Sylvia Soska. The Soska sisters. And this movie stars, Danielle Harris, Catherine Isabel. And what's cool is, I forgot what his name is. But one of the guys who was in Goosebumps in the episode Welcome to Camp Nightmare, who played the character of Billy, is in this movie as well. It was super cool that he was in this. Of course, he was also in the episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark as well. He was in that episode about the monster in the pool. But this was it kind of basically just takes place right after the events of the first movie. It's apparently what's his character's name? Jacob Goodnight. It's played by Kane, the wrestler in real life. It's mainly him. His body's going to the morgue, and it's Danielle Harris is one of the workers that works there, and basically somehow Jacob Goodnight's character is back to life, and is basically just taking people out along the way in this morgue. I will say though, I don't even know if it's going to happen though, because there's like no like talks about it. I mean, just the way it ended, it looked like that there was, I think there was going to be a potential part 3, but I don't know. This is a movie I really did like this one though. I liked both of them. I think they were just really well done slasher movies. The next one here I got, another great one I really enjoyed. I did not get a chance to see this one in theaters, but very creepy movie right here, called Talk to Me. Of course, you know, I didn't get to see this one in theaters, and of course, you know, it was so well received. Now we're getting a part 2. It made me go buy this because of that, because you know how well received it was getting, and you know, now that the fact we're getting a sequel. Sorry, I'm like doing this in the dark, so I tried like to get the best lighting I could. But this was basically about this hand. I think everyone's seen it, so everyone pretty much knows what it is. But it's mainly about this hand. You hang on to this like glass hand. You turn into like a different person. Basically, you get possessed, and you know if you hold on to it too long, you know bad stuff can happen. That's mainly what it is. But I really enjoyed this one. Very cool little movie right there. The next one here, this is from Scream Factory. This one came out like about 12 years ago now. This is one I watched around Halloween. It's a John Carpenter movie called They Live, here on Blu-ray, that stars Roddy Piper. Keith David is in the movie as well. Meg Foster. I really love this one. I'm surprised that I've never actually seen this one, and I watched it for the first time. I really enjoyed it. But of course, it was mainly Roddy Piper. It's basically, I think his character was mainly homeless, and basically he's noticing all these people like going into this building, and in this building he finds these sunglasses, these kind of like special sunglasses. So like if you put the glasses on, you see nothing but gray, and you can actually see dead people. Like if you see someone's like skeleton like that they're, well, it's not really dead. I think they're more of aliens. I think it's an alien. You see that there's an alien basically. But really great movie. They Live, from Scream Factory. I got a lot of stuff. Like I said, I got a lot of new releases I bought and I just haven't watched yet. So I will get to them. But a lot of stuff happening. The next one here I got. This is one. It's crazy how this always happens. Like, and I reviewed this. I reviewed the I think it was from the UK, the DVD UK copy of it. Right after I bought it, weeks later is when they announced that a Blu-ray was coming out in America. I'm like, fuck. So I hate it when that happens. But it was the complete limited series of The Act here on Blu-ray, and this is a burn on demand. In case you guys are wondering, no features on this one. But this one was the one I believe was on Hulu. Of course, you know, it's 2-disc set. It's press disc, so that's pretty cool. It's press disc. Got some imagery on there as well. But basically, you know, if you haven't seen this was basically, you know, the story about Gypsy Rose Blanchard. You know, who, as you're watching this video, she is currently pregnant and going to have a baby soon. It was basically like, you know, it's Joey King and Patricia Arquette. It's basically Joey King's character playing Gypsy Rose Blanchard. It's basically her, basically about what happened with her and the mom pretending that she had cancer, and you know, and Gypsy Rose like kills her mom to be with this guy. You know, it's pretty crazy. The story's pretty crazy. That it's crazy how this actually happened in real life. But I thought it was pretty good. You know, and Joey King did like an absolute job, you know, playing this character, because it looked nothing like Joey King, and of course, movie, of course. But she did a good job with this, and so did Patricia Arquette. She played an amazing job playing this crazy woman. You know, I was really impressed with Patricia Arquette, especially, because I didn't think she was the kind of person that could play an evil role. I know she played a villain in Holes, but This was like even better than Holes, like from what she did. But very great limited series. The last one on Blu-ray I got. This is another Burn on Demand. This is from the Warner Archive collection. It is Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School here on Blu-ray for the very first time. It's cool that, you know, the Warner Archive is starting to put out a lot of, like, some of the Scooby-Doo ones. They haven't done much lately, as you're watching this video. But this was mainly, it was Scooby and Shaggy going to the school. And it was kind of like a monster school. And basically there was, like, a mummy there. There was, like, a werewolf, Frankenstein, Dracula. So it's been a while since I've watched these, so I'm trying my best to remember exactly what happened. But I remember it was them going to school, and, you know, like, all these monsters were going there. So basically a monster school they were going to. You know, we got Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School here on Blu-ray. Now on to the DVDs. So this one right here, this is one I got from Goodwill a few months ago. And, you know, this is one of those shows I just remember just watching back in the day. Just remember really liking. You know, I love Blue's Clues. Blue's Clues was like my all-time favorite. But I've also watched this show before in the past, and it was a show called Kipper here on DVD. I think there's at least 8 other ones I still need to get for the collection. But this is one I remember having on VHS back in the day, and I've always really just loved this show. You know, it was like a great show I grew up with. If you haven't heard of it, or if you haven't seen it, it was mainly about this talking dog, and, you know, he's friends with Pig, Arnold, you know, Tiger, Jake. I don't know if I think that's all the characters there were, but it's, you know, him going on these adventures. There's 7 episodes on here. There was like Kipper Circus. We got Pirates, The Magic Act, The Magic Lamp, Costume Party. Has my favorite episode on here. I just remember just loving Arnold's balloon trip, when Arnold, you know, goes up into the sky, and, you know, he's getting like all these ice cream cones and chocolate, like in the in the clouds and in the fair. But you know, like I said, that's Kipper. Kipper, Imagine That, here on DVD. This one I just got in today. I got today at Goodwill. I went to do some errands, and I was right by Goodwill. I ended up getting this. This is one I've been wanting to check out for quite some time, because I remember, like, the trailer back in the day. I think I watched the trailer of this one on I think it was on the Halloween 2 VHS, the original Halloween 2, but it was Boogeymen, the Killer compilation here on DVD, which at the time when I was little, when I saw this trailer, I thought the trailer for this meeting, I thought it was mainly, like, you know, a compilation of, like, movies, you know, like, about the best, like, horror movies. That's what I thought it was. And then when I saw it was like only 58 minutes, I'm like, well, it would be longer than that if that was the case. But mainly, and I'm like, well, maybe it's a documentary. But basically what this is, it's been out for like 20 years, so probably a lot of people know what this is by now. But basically what it is exactly, it's basically like showing like the best scenes from, like, you know, different kinds of horror movies, like the best scenes, like has, like, on Psycho, the Boogeyman on Psycho, it's like showing like a scene from Psycho, like the best scene that was on that movie, which of course that would be the shower scene, but it's actually the ending, the reveal scene, when, you know, you find out that he's the mother. But the other like movies they have on here is, you know, Hellraiser, Nightmare on Elm Street, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Scream, Child's Play 2, Candyman, Leprechaun. I'm surprised they have this movie on here, because it's a movie I don't think many people would talk about. I don't think anyone talks about this movie. The Ugly. You got Wishmaster, The Guardian, I Know What You Did Last Summer, The Dentist, Phantasm, Puppet Master, Psycho, Jason Goes to Hell, and Halloween. Yeah, that is Boogeymen here on DVD. And the last one I got, this is one I think I might just sell. But this is actually a Region B locked, in case anyone was wondering, or Region 2 locked. I think it's Region 2 locked for DVDs, and then Blu-ray, it's Region B locked. And the Blu-ray, they had a Blu-ray of this in the UK, but it was Region B. But luckily, I had a Region free DVD player so I could play this. But it was Matilda the musical. You know, this is what I was talking about earlier. Of course, it's basically the same thing. You know, it's basically... You know, if you guys don't know the story of Matilda, it's basically, you know, it's sort of in a way kind of like the story of Cinderella. You know, it's, you know, Matilda can do like all kinds of magic tricks, and her parents don't really... Basically, they don't give two shits about her in the movie, and you know, she goes to the school and meets the teacher, and then the principal at the school is evil. This was basically the same thing, but done in like a musical. I will say though, it wasn't bad though, but of course, you know, the one that Danny DeVito acted and directed, that's like the best one, you know. But this one was alright though. Features, I don't think there was any features on this one, because at least there's none on. I don't see any on the back. So, but yeah, if you guys want to end up getting a copy of this, even though it wasn't as good, it's Region 2 locked. You have to have a Region free DVD player to play this. But that is it for this DVD and Blu-ray update. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.